Alright, so leaving off where I left yesterday. So, took a break, and just to recap what's going on. So we got some Unix floppies from Woodworld PC that says you got WordPerfect 5.1 on there, and by every bit of evidence that I've seen, it appears indeed WordPerfect 5.1 is on those disks. They're floppy disk images. So I downloaded them. Tried to mount them. I couldn't mount them either. There's a slight chance that I don't know the magic incantation for mounting a Unix disk. But nonetheless, I found some interesting tools, and I'm still kind of developing my strategy here, but I found another tool to help out in this. And this is a program called Foremost, and it's designed to recover files from a hard disk. If the disk is formatted, excuse me, if the disk is formatted, or it's deal with my asthma here. Okay. If the disk is formatted, it doesn't really have like a file system. You can get stuff off of it. That is to say, if Foremost knows what the pattern is that you're looking for. And this is going to look a little tricky and a little intimidating, and the documentation wasn't all that great, but I was able to figure out what the deal is. They even have one of their examples wrong. So you want to install Foremost. At least I think they do. It may be that you can interchangeably use hexadecimal and octal. They got all these other different things you can use. It looks intimidating at first. But after you install Foremost, there's a foremost.conf file, and etc. And I decided to use their example. I don't even know if I got to be this fancy, but so this is the one I start out with their thing, and I had a WPD there, and it would detect stuff. And what would happen is every time in the image, we'll just go through this. With the hex editor here. Well, that actually we'll talk about the structure of this once again. So this file system apparently has a bunch of these characters, which happens to be F6. In the front of it, I don't know if there's any of the, yeah, a bunch of those in the front of the end, and then the file system tracks files that are coming up. It says what directory the file is going to go into, what the name of the file is going to be, and there's some numbers here, and for all I know, maybe that number there is the bytes for the file. I don't know. One thing I do believe in the case with WordPerfect, and this is going to work for every Unix disk, so you got to look at this stuff. And the best way to use Foremost is actually to look at what's on the disk. But that means you got to image it, I think. And here we have, clearly the files are starting with this character right here, which we're going to note in hexadecimal is FF. Is that right? Yeah. And then it's got a WP and a C. And then for most of the files, but not all of them, in fact, we're going to have a problem with the last file. So every file's got a directory name and the name of the file. The thing about Foremost is you could say, well, how big you want these chunks to be to come out, and it'll cut it off right at the end where you say. And if you make it big, it'll get everything that's as big as that starts with the magic. That's like a tag or something. Let's call that a tag. I think it's called a magic number marker, but I'll just call it a tag. Each file theoretically has a tag at the beginning, and at the end of each file, it's going to tell the program when to start and stop. That'd be really nice if the only chunks that came out of this thing were exact. Let's go to the end of one of these things. But basically, I've observed that at the end of these chunks, it's not really predictable how it's going to end. Maybe sometimes there's these little boxes, but I can't just say, well, there's all sorts of these little, what are these? Now that hexadecimal happens to be F8. Anyway, and they look the same, but maybe they just can't be represented any other way but a box, because if we can, I'm eventually going to get to an end of a file. Okay, here's an end of a file. So there's 3 things right there, but does that mean the next file is going to end with 3 things? No. So it's not really predictable. So I just actually realized the only thing that was really predictable about the files in these disks are the fact that they're going to have a directory name coming up next. So my strategy was to get all these chunks out. And each one of these chunks are going to have a trailing end with this directory name. And if there's more than one directory name in, then I have to change my foremost config. Right? Do the first one that has this ending, and then do the next one that may have the L directory or whatever. And then I need to concern myself with the last file, because the last file, that's really the beginning of the next, that's a label for the beginning of the next file. So when I run foremost, actually on this little disk image here, and I have done that, and it is very fast actually. What I didn't end up getting, now this is strange. It is almost telling me that there's going to be a file called WP-Graph v4 that just has these 2 things in it. And I would not have gotten those out. So, actually, anyway, so, and how does this foremost thing work? What's the magic incantation? Blah, blah, blah. I was also considering running foremost on the output from CPIO. Right, because it'll strip some stuff, but it really doesn't make a difference. In fact, CPIO still left this trailing end of the disk on there. That is weird, wild stuff right there with that little thing there. I don't think that it just says ATT in it. Anyway, in this case, there ain't much for me to really worry about, I guess. Now, also, you got to wonder if the chunk is that small. It's actually looking for the beginning of a file to have the WP C in it. So if this is the contents of this WP graph.att file, Foremost is not going to get that. And then just verify up here. Actually, in the hard disk, and the disk image. Do the file names precede? Or are they before Yeah, they're before the file. I'm going to say that this chunk here is really the contents of the WPAA file is. Wah, wah. This is a conglomeration. That's all CPIO really does. It notices that the disk has begun, and so it just barfs everything out that was on there. That's still useful, I mean, because you can't mount it, but you still got to use the hex editor, right, to some degree. I mean, Foremost will do a lot, but it's not going to get everything out for you. The patterns just aren't. This pattern is predictable, for the most part. Now, maybe it could be that those were files that were once on these disks that no longer are on these disks. So that's what my handy list is for. Now, I've noticed these are the things that seem like they should be coming out. And this is actually, okay, and let's go over this. How did I do this stuff? What the fuck? What is this? XFF, what the fuck is that? Alright, so, well, let's start with me. This none means don't put a file extension on the end of it. And some of these have WPM, some of them WPK. I'm trying to get chunks out. I know that I'm not going to be able to do formo. It's just, it's not unique enough between files. You know, I'm not going to do a whole, algorithmic analysis of the contents of these files to be, and make some crazy ass line. But so I'm not going to add an extension. I'll do that. I'm going to rename them by hand. So I've still got 900 files to rename by hand, and I'm going to admit that I got 900 files to basically clean up somewhat, even if I get them out. But it'll be a lot easier to get them out in a manual fashion than to have to scroll down and scroll through these 1 megabyte. Because there's places like 900 files. Name of the files. I don't know what I do with that list. But, of course, I can obviously just print them out. But I won't, because I'm stubborn. Now, here they are, I think. Or whatever. I'll just print them. These files were, I don't know what disk it was on. I think it was 2, maybe? Or 5, or... It was in one that had an install subdirectory. That's the language. And I've also noticed that I've got other files over there that, but I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to worry about this. Install, right. Install directories. What the hell happened to that? Oh. Right, I haven't got that out yet. Probably going to want to have that out. Fact. Okay, so let me, this hex editor. A little harder, K-R-I-T. Not K, right? It just says .unix, so that, okay, let's look and see whether we got, what's on here. So the stuff I'm saying here, just that's a good example. It's not a hard and fast rule that all the files are going to start with at WPC. They are going to start after those file tags, the file system tags. So the toughest thing is to be able to get this shit out of the hard. Something you take for granted when you're able to mount a file system. Get them out right, with the right sizes and all that. Let's just take a look at what we got going on here. Oh, there's WPC on the first one. Whoa. Right. This starts it. And I also have my strings, kind of know, but I'm probably going to want to process those a little bit. So I just get this stuff here with the slash. Yeah, there are going to be other slashes in here. I can look that up, I guess. This would take a while to manually go through this stuff. Yeah, I want to just do that. Because I want to have a list of what I'm going to expect out of each one of these disks, actually. And usually there's good answers said. Okay, that'll work. Delete lines not containing specific string. And the slash is going to be tough. Because the slash is commonly used. Now, I could quickly go through my strings file and see, okay, well, what have we got in here? But then what's the point? Well, I could do the O search, which is kind of efficient. Try this thing open. I could do this thing. This is going to help me find it, but I want to get rid of all this stuff. So I want to verify what the hell we've got. And actually, I'm going to make note of the lines that have this underscore L for other things. And I might have two of these, but I can live with that. Okay. L, 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 L. There's an I. All I's and L's, and there's one, but if I look for underscore L, that'll come up. Alright. So I'm going to want to do, okay, so we got what's this guy looking for? He's saying just use awk. Already? I'm going to go back because I'm not sure if awk awks your file or if it leaves it alone or not. Okay. I'm not an awk fan. Okay, we're looking for disk number 5 there. I'm using them little geek tools. Alright, so, and I'm looking for not blah underscore L underscore I, and the file is going to be WP language 3. No, it's going to be strings. Nice. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to redirect that output. Alright, so I just have to pay attention to what's in there. So this is going to give me a list of everything that should be on that disk. Perfect. And a couple of these I'm not going to, you know. Not exactly perfect, but I could tell which ones are not that much garbage to deal with here, actually. That's a better. This was actually a better way to do it. And I'm going to call files on disk 5. Files on disk 5. Now, what I don't have is from that, of course, will be, and how do you do, I just ran strings against this image file, and all the ASCII that's embedded in that image file, and I redirected the output to something called strings. All right, and didn't do that in my file. So awk directs the output to the, that's the first time I've actually ever used awk and had it work the way I wanted it to. The first time I ever tried to use awk, I was always intimidated to use it. Alright, so I got the, and amongst this I could notice, like, that's strings, not files on disk. What do we got here? We have 46 files. And I could even, if I wanted to, I could sort this. You can get the Unix text processing too. Oh, yeah. Size list is I think something I'm going to want. Somehow I didn't think that one right before. But now that I have, computer to help me get the files out, I think I'll probably do a little better. In fact, I'm going to do it this way. I. Alright, so that really takes place in my strings, but I'll keep it anyway. I just have made a little list. There's supposed to be 800 of these fucking things. Over 800. Now, if I had more information about these files, how big they're supposed to be, how many bytes, that'd be very useful. Now, I want to see how this goes. I want to see how it goes, see? Now, these things aren't going to be named, and first of all, but we have a file count, right? At least here on number 5. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 40 is 46. Let's see how well my foremost setup does. Now, sometimes when you do, and you'll see how fast it says, and sometimes when you do foremost, what will end up happening is that, one, it's not going to put it in the directory it belongs. 2, CPIO is only going to, by the way, CPIO only gives you one of those directories. Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. Because I forgot what else I was going to say. Alright. And we know the last one's probably not going to work unless, for some reason, they purposely put a blank thing on the end of each one of those. Which would be very convenient, but I don't think they would think ahead that much. Alright. So, we're going to use Foremost is pretty quick. And, oh yeah, it doesn't name the files. And I'm also going to have to clean up the end portions of the files. And I don't think I've been finished talking about the config file here. So, I'm saying don't add an extension to it. I don't know what this yes equals to. This is kind of like the maximum size of the file. I'm doing that because the disk is 1.4 megs. This stuff, this slash down and this X is basically means I'm putting a letter here. That FF, actually let's go in here and look at one of these. Or, like this. No, that's not the one. Actually, let's just look at the freaking disk image before I get lost in thought. Now, since this is the only predictable portion of the file, that was my point that I lost. That character's FF. FF. Now, we got any guess what the next one's going to be? 57. 57. Any guesses what the value of P is going to be? That's right, it's 50. Any guesses what the value of C is going to be? That's right, it is 43, at least in hexadecimal. Then, in my last one, okay, I was trying to extract files, and inside that file system, there were a lot of files that ended up being in directories that had a W. So let's see what I did here. Or actually, I don't really remember what these characters were for. But, okay, so this here, let's look at this. 5F, that's the underscore. Then we had a letter. And in the other case, it actually would have, and this I'm going to have a deal with. This def.lang file is going to be something I'm going to have to deal with on a separate run. Or maybe I'll just pull it out myself. Because I did test, and the results from Foremost and what I had copied and pasted into another hex edit session came out to be the same. So maybe I'll leave that one alone. So I have really two sets of files, so if I do an underscore I, which I don't have an example of, if you have underscore L, I should expect to get 42 files out of this, unless, of course, I'm doing this backwards. Actually, you gotta remember this. I'm treating this as the end of a file, even though it's the beginning. I'm taking advantage, I'm using the file system to my advantage to be able to get the chunks I want. If this chunk above where all these little rectangles are had a WPC in the beginning, it would come out as one of the files. And Foremost would think that this underscore L was the end of the file so long as I set the next character to be 4C. 5F, 4C. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to be changing this config file a lot, or, and I gotta use caps there, or actually, maybe we could put a comment on which disk I used that for, but I gotta remember which one that was. Was that disk number 1? Disk number 2. That was just a sample. I don't think so. Disk number, no. 4, no. I think maybe I deleted all the files that I get output for. That was that was really handy for me to do. So well, it's not disk 5. I think it was this one. I was looking for underscore W1 blah, right? So for now I'm gonna say this is probably, but I will change it. This pound makes it be ignored. I'm gonna say disk 1, which is kind of out of context. What the hell one am I doing now? I'm doing 5. Which is kind of strange. I'm labeling these randomly. I should probably say it's the what was this number 1 called? I call it string. These are all going to be all but lasts. It's going to get everything out of there but the last one, or anyone that doesn't have that still call it, okay, this is disk 2. Not disk 5. Should have gone out of order like that. WP Lang 3. Okay, and okay, so let's go back to what the hell we're doing. We've got our underscore 5F. This means I'm just gonna make. This means I'm gonna put characters for hexadecimal at least, and then this L is gonna be for C. The underscore was 5F. Right, pointing the wrong thing. This is the box WPC. Over here, 5F, right? 5F. And then L is gonna highlight it. I'm gonna look right here for C. But I'm gonna do it down here. And I'm also gonna uncomment this, or it'd be a big waste of time. And that's for C, and then this is 2F. So I actually don't need. Okay, so I'm kind of counting on the idea that this is the beginning of a file. It could be risky. Are they all going to have a W there? No. So that's the beginning. I'm treating the beginning as an end, you know. And then after it's done, there's space in between these files. It's basically space. And then this thing comes up. I couldn't get it to take this 00 hexadecimal 10 times, so it didn't make a difference. That's why I'm doing it this way. The last file wow, we're not really this thing right here, which is pad menu. Well, should not be extracted as a result. So I have to remember to get that. Or just do it now. It even came out last in strings, so I got it on my list. File. Save as. It's just number 5. Shift delete, delete. I just delete it. All right. And you have to go into. Oh yeah, for foremost, you have to. Instead of specifying the output, you just go in the directory where you want the output to be. And I'll show you the incantation when I do it. This is going to be called PAD. Yeah, I already have that in there. Just get rid of the text part. All right, now I should end up, when I run foremost here, I saved it just to make sure. All right, let's get ready to roll. Commence primary ignition. Now this is just going to get all the L's. It's going to should get 41, and I'll put all this stuff in a file called output. And why the hell did I close my home directory? Okay, so there's going to be a directory made here called output as a result of me doing it on that. And I'm in there. And you just do, let's see, where is it? Foremost minus T all. In fact, let's make this wider so you can read this. Foremost minus T all, and then the input file, which in this case is going to be lang. Bada boom, there's a file, and it's done it already. I think that saves some time. What do you think? All right, so we got a bunch of output. I'm going to sort it by size. These, actually, do by name. By name. This here, the smaller one, is a chunk, and what happens is sometimes it can't interpret. Whoa. Ah, see, this file's got 2 WPCs. Well, so we got to pay attention to the names, and this one is bigger, I think. How many bytes you got here? 1027 bytes versus 1010, and the reason why is that extra stuff. So the general result is we can just toss all these other ones because we understand. Now, why is... Now, last thing you'd want is just way too many of these fucking things to deal with. Now, you could also... I could actually, if I wanted... So dicking around like that. CD output... RM star underscore 1. Ooh. That's a question mark. God damn it. Now I gotta look up Stack Overflow again. I don't want to do that. Alright. Alright. Find. Because if we don't know where they are, minus name. I'm going to copy this. Ooh. Why are we pound signing that? And that did nothing for us. Oh. It's finding nothing. Oh, I'm not. What the hell? I mean, this. Oh, I need. What's the name of this thing? It's called nothing. All right. And you see the spacebar. I go back to where I came before. The dot is the path. What's the deal? All right, you know, I'm not dicking around with this. I've had hundreds of these. Oh well. Problem with Unix is you could be told, you can read the man page, but if you don't know exactly, and if that doesn't, if the pattern requires a little dot there, an extension to the name, which is really not typically Unix, it won't happen. I'm trying to get this stuff to clear out easy. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't have to do this. I wonder if I could just, these, it's obvious these are all, in my circumstance, I wonder if I could prevent it from making these additional chunks, but I do want to get a count of how much is in here. And I still got to edit all these and get the junk off from the bottom. And there's more of the chunks than files that I would expect. I got 51. I got 9 more. And I'm not going to benefit from knowing which is which. All right, let's see what this is. It actually got the last file. I think we know what this one's going to be. Ped M, M, and U. Another thing is the permissions aren't exactly what I expected. And this one goes in that one. It's supposed to be 518 bytes. Exactly. The only thing different about it is this little dot at the end. Exactly 518 bytes. And wow, see how that changed its little appearance there. Change the little appearance. Now the problem I'm going to have, what the hell? Ooh, .us is supposed to be. So I misname them. I'm screwed. And probably for my own rectification, get rid of this. All right, let's go back. Back to where we're not going to be going back too often. All right, what's this thing? Really wish I knew what this was. Don't you know if I've got that space at the end? I got the file. Now the only question is what is it? And that may end up being a real treat in and of itself. That looks a bit small. That looks a bit familiar. Now, how many remember I've done these? Beats the hell out of me. Now, I could go in. Now, let's see. This is saying it's at 2472. I wonder. If that means something. see what this thing looks like. So you get it out quickly, but you don't. And then you gotta research what the hell is it. I'm gonna use a find. And first time you do it, change it to regular text. Alright. So it looks like this is at the bottom. And it looks like this one's going to be called... In fact, I'll keep this up for reference. Sweet. Sweet! And why did not CADMTXT? Probably because I have it under hex. Okay. And that goes under L as well. And these are all should go under L. In fact, I should probably do these all at once. I got 2 of them so far. And we're just getting started here, people. And this is going to have a, what? Question DU. Let's look for that. Just something that looks unique. And there he is. There's your TB. And your file is a CVTXT51. Roger that. CVTXT51. CVTXT51.US over. Alright. Who's next? Unix H. Okay. We're going to look for that. I'm going to start this thing. UNIX H. It's a tiny little thing. Let's see. Alright. That's the list. And this, don't delete. Yeah, there it is. And this is called .wpc51 set. .set. .wpc51.set. And that disappeared because we have hidden. We're not showing the hidden files. Hidden file. Oh yes. All right. And we're gonna do the next one. What do we look like? It's a Urier and a none. Let's see. How about delete with the close? Unix hell. How about let's do that one. You're in Unix hell. Go to Unix hell. Alright. This is probably called this is .wp51.set. .wp51.set. I'm doing an awful lot of work just to use the trial version. Alright. And who's next? And it looks like it's going in a pattern, but maybe not. We'll find out. I can just rename that later, but I'm a bum. And let's open with the hex there. Now that, now that, okay, looking for the word header, and this has caught more than one file. It's got the size list. The size list? What? Boy, that is going to help me out, because now I'm going to know how big these things are supposed to be in bytes. That is sweet. So this is going to be, I'm going to look for header plus, basically. And I'm going to end up cutting out all the rest of this stuff here. Bye-bye. And what happened is, now, I might regret having gotten rid of the size list, but I know. Yeah, okay. I'm going to look for... damn, what did that say? This is BCC. And we do want to have BCC. There is. It's called WPU XML. WPU XML exec. Hold on. Yeah. WPU XML dot EXEC, because we love WordPerfect. That's why. All right. That one. We love it. I'm gonna marry it. Now let's see what we got here next. I'm a little tiffy anxious about the word list there. Let's see. I'm gonna look for horized. Horized. And we got a what? X ADM TXT US. Yeah. Yeah. X ADM TXT .US. And there are newer and better versions of WordPerfect out there, but we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this because we just want it. I think it's a pretty cool challenge, actually. Okay, who's next? We have 800 of these to do. Okay, all right, let's do it. All right. I wish it would be a little better with the foremost. You just can't predict. Well, there's empty space there, but how do you represent the empty space? I wonder. I could try to look that up, actually. That might, if I could predict what the empty space is, like how many little dots there's there, I might be able to get this cleanly. But I still wouldn't know the name. Still have to look at the contents. Grap Hick. Grap Hick. Let's grap out of here. And no. Previous. No. In fact, that's too common. I'm gonna look for Ebrew. A little bit far. Where the hell did I see that? Okay, that's looking right. Robert with the 8 and the 5 in the beginning. Yeah. And this one's called WPTMNU 51. That's WPTMNU 51. Call now, operators are standing by. It's got that damn straggling dot there. Alright. Who's next? I'll be doing this over the next couple years, probably. Okay. Linda. Yeah. And that's going to be rftxt.us. It is 800 freaking times. Okay, rename rftxt.us. Okay. Cross them off the list, but once I get this number 5 done, man, it's downhill from there. Who's okay? Chan HF. If I don't do any of these, I'm gonna rent. There's gonna be. No, that's not gonna do it. Submit to. I do that one. Submit to. Edit. Fine. Submit to. Right. How about WPE except WPEXEC EXC 5 and find the next one and the next continue. Area, this is gonna be it. Yeah, the PA looks the same, okay. EXC TXT 51. I got it written down here. Okay. And now we know why file systems are a good thing. And we also know how difficult it would be to actually get data off something and rebuild it. All right, so I've done about 10 of these. I'm really proud of myself. Oh gosh. All right, this is. Never while we're doing that. I'll look for a table. It's capital T, that's why. That's it. DB51 text US. Off the list. I'll see if I'm missing anything. I'll try to figure out why I'm missing anything, and if I could do something about it. If I get extra stuff, why do I get extra stuff? What could I do about it? or there's something strings didn't find, or whatever. And try to improve the process, because we are not infallible. In combination. Alright, nest in caps. Edit, find. Where the hell is that? 8. No, it's not it. Yeah, that looks right. 8 nab above. Yeah. wp.mrs. And not in caps. And without the hanging crap at the end. And workbook. That sounds like a user's manual. Let's see. Predicting this. Workbook printer. Welcome to workbook printer. Printer. I want your printer. I lost my printer. Workbook.prs. How did I predict that? Let's cut. And I want to make sure that I'm actually, that I'll be able to check once I get the freaking list. The Glengarry leads. Okay, this is going to be. Okay, rename. I'm just doing the freaking L directory. This is the underscore L directory on disk number 5. Alright, WP. Okay, I think I know which direction this is going, but we'll find out. Put these suckers out. Saurus X. There's your Saurus X. And this is a WP, yeah. TPL 51 US. WPP PL 51.US. Again. I might have forgotten to scrub the end here. I'm gonna do a marked text blah. Here we go. WPERR51.US. I already got WPMRS. Next, open with the editor. Sign in caps. supposed to have this open. Bell, yeah, okay. This is what WPMRS.us. Aha. Very similar, but not the same. And not in caps. WPMRS.us. Go. Down to 26. And there's got to be more than that here, so we're going to find out why or what happened here. Okay, next. Tendered. I'll look for dot printer. How about that? Dot printer. It's not a dot printer, it's a space printer. So, yeah. Kern.tst. Okay. Gotta do that. COUOG. All right, I'm not doing that. Let's see what's going to look for here. SSAGE. Placeholder CFR, yeah, okay. WPC error 51.us. Why can't I just use this? For the name, I cut the stuff like I did. Cant WPC ERR 51.us. And next one, I'm going to guess. But I'm not going to map. Guess wrong, you're screwed. NGY. Have a PRS. No. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do 4 path because yeah. Yeah, replace. I could convert. Yeah, follow. Okay. GCTXTUS. And there's going to be bigger ones. Yeah. U9. There, man. No. No. I forgot what my U9 was. Come on. I was looking for 4B1. This is going to be it. Yeah. Pattern looks vaguely familiar. Yeah. PTTXT51G. US. No, that's gonna. No. Bad choice. That looks about right. Yeah. Live 51 TXT. Live 51 TXT. .us. Oh, the details. Don't mind the details. This might be the logo. It is. All these files are compressed, so I can't just look at it, and I realized that yesterday. Okay. Pound define. That's a different one. There we go. Indeed, this is mlogo.bmp. Oh my God. it knows it's something. Oh, because of the extension. Yeah, it's still compressed. Alright. This one. Oh, why did it go over there? Okay, right. Appe? We got too far down. Ryer. Right, look for 10C. How about that? Now Ryer. R-I-E-R. R-I-E-R. For stuff that you don't think is going to come up again. And there's going to be that's going to be comment, unfortunately. Unfortunately. For this is going to be it. That is going to be it, and that's going to be printer.tst. Printer.tst. I still seem to have the same permissions, which is kind of weird, but but now this one called Gweep Text. Gweep. This one's going to be difficult to figure out what the hell I'm going to look for. Curran. This looks like, yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right. This is gonna be GUI whip txt.us. I don't know how many discs I have, but I'm maybe 3/4 of the way through disc number 5. Disc number 5. One of them defines. Not define. Define. Yeah. No, that's not it. That's it. Maybe. The hell? No, I passed it because I paid attention to the wrong one. Or is the width different? No. That's looking right. Yeah, this is it. Okay, what is this? clogo.bmp. I should have known that. And yeah. I already did that one in Camper, by the way. clogo.bmp. So this isn't really perfect, but it's close. You could. I don't remember doing it like that last night. I don't think it's going to come up. It's compressed. Sons of bitches. Alright. I think the next one's going to be. What? God, what the hell am I looking for? FBCDEA? What the hell is that? Yeah, that's going to be the same. Tooltext.us. And I'm noticing that this is actually coming out in reverse order of my list here. But I don't want to, I don't know. I just want to make sure I get this right. Alright. Well, I can check the list later, but still, it's a lot of files. What the fuck is this? Roo. A cookie is a cookie and a roux is a roux. Yeah. WPQRS. Okay. What do we got next here? Now that looks like that could be cut off, and there could be a coincidental I'm gonna look for that in the file. But actually, I'm gonna look for I'm gonna look for U, that, and a Z. Just near the end there. Okay. Okay. All right. That's right above it. I was fooled. Couldn't help it. Didn't seem right. Looked like it was cut off. Oh, fucking big. Okay, WPGMRS. Right. Right. .us. Got that one. Good news, this is about 5% of all the files. So at that rate, this will probably take, I don't know, 20 hours. We'll be done in about a week. A lot of determination. Alright, what do we got here? Christ almighty, what the hell am I going to look for in this? 0KRK. Oh, actually, I'll do this press. If we can find the damn thing, was it up? Help Z, yeah. This is it. PT, yep, it's on the list. PT, okay. PTTXT 51.us. It's still a bit manual. And next one. K-book. We read books 24 hours a day on the radio. That's not it. That's not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. That's it. And wpwork.prs. I'm running a file somewhere. What the hell is going to be down here? And I think I have it in size order. Do I? No, I don't. Alright. Now, the ones that are bigger are more likely to have more than one thing in it. That looks suspicious. Chapped. Not the same. It's a question. Doesn't have one. Next. That looks like it's right. Yeah. Char map TST. Got 11 more. And there's supposed to be a list here. Why the list got? It's called size list. I remember I saw it in there. Size.list. It does not have the magic tag. I see. I see. And neither does this. So that's something I gotta. Right, so I do need to have this. Okay. Wouldn't that have come up though? I bet you it goes into I. Yeah, it goes into I. I already got that. Okay. So I need to save it. But this is not a complete. Yeah. Well, why do you want me to do that? It's just a waste of time. Got that yesterday. Let's go back. Let's check something here. Okay. Have a hanging, yeah. Damn it. for here? CDLRT. That's different. God, it's hard to see. Small, okay. I think this is the same. Yeah. This is WPTXT51G. And you don't have them put an extension on, that it puts a dot and then a blank space where the extension would go. I've just realized that. So I might as well put a frickin' extension on it, so that way I don't have to worry about it not being complete. All right. See, all this area here that I'm cutting off is empty space until it gets to the tag for the next file, which is like a location tag. What am I going to do here? I'm going to look for a UF question, a capital UF question, okay. See it, my God. I should have done a UC. What the hell is that? Maybe WOF, that'd be better. W0F. X. All that crap. Yeah, that's the same. This will be WPTXT51. There's a permissions list that should not be in here. That should be neither. That one I didn't move. I've got on this list here. I gotta. What? That's hard to see. What the heck is this? It might come out because ooh, there are two files in this one. And this is I already got this thing. Yeah, it's right there. But it should be, yeah. So that's the way. I already got it. So yeah, this. I'm looking for Opti. Akumi. That's no good. That's not it. Let's look for that. That's what I'm looking for. This is called WPMNU 51. OUW. Lost it. PE dollar sign. PE dollar sign. Yeah, same thing. This is GUI WPTXT.us. All right. Actually, I only got like 5 more on this one. So why do I have so many files? All right. SUQW. That's it. I should have looked so far down. Oh my god. The compressed files have a lot of these little boxes in it. PTRTXT51.us. Right. Looks like they get bigger as you go. Not really. That's not really a pattern. I'm just going to start from the top. Holy mackerel. 4 ml. Look for that. What the f... How about AA slash? That's the same. WPHLP51. .US. Now we have these other mysterious files. What are those? Probably conglomerates, not labels as such. Yeah, looking bigger. M space east. Okay. NT. What? A2, AF2I. That's, fuck, where was that? Oh, book PRS, do that one. Workbook. A book for orcs. I just saw that damn thing. There. That's different. That is looking different. Ooh, WPCQ. Aha. That's why it's misaligned. Okay. This one is just a part of a file. Called what? We'll find. God, we'll find out sometime. We're stuck in the matrix. All right. Will be some false positives. That's a lot of help. The last remnants of the Big Bang. Oh, right. Archlearn.us. And that, as you can see, is cut off. It starts with that. Maybe. Wait. Don't want your character. Now this one is like ALII. It's a different spot. Look at that. So this one is just a part of another file. That's not going to be it too. I don't believe. This could be. So it'll do them all. If it sees a WPC at one end, okay. L_E. Look for that. Wrong. Lowercase. This is misaligned. This is not. So I only got 3 more to go. Look for one that looks a little more promising. Kind of tell like this. I think is a full thing. PWPWR. There's a WPC. Yeah, that's a false positive right there. It's not the beginning of the file. Okay, so the one I just looked at. could tell at the end there's the same. But, ROM and backwards, I hate that. I just saw, there it is. Let's do that. Wow. And there it is, false positive. I only got 3 to go, so I'm going to start from the bottom. Now, but I think those are compressed files. Or there's like something to unzip, actually. Okay, OP Curious, okay. That's going to be it. WPTHS.us. Which I think I've already done before. The thesaurus. 2 more to go, and I'm going to go from the top. Yeah, I was going to be careful to make sure I don't have 2 of these. And we're looking for a Q, lowercase q RST. Now it's uppercase q RST. That's it. That one is wplex.us. Now I just got this one called ArchLearn. There's another one called .def.lang. Address. These bigger ones we're just gonna address dot. And we got ArchLearn. I was expecting. Okay, rename ArchLearn.us. Now I need to look for this dev lang thing. that looks like a chunk that's been blown off of Arch Learn. In fact, I'm going to look for the one I'm expecting here. .def. Those are permissions. I got that. This is a tiny little thing. 40 items. 40 items. That goes in, that goes there. Wait, that goes under 1L. I check my strings. I think that goes under 1L. That's the only thing that goes under 1L. I gotta look on this. If there's more than one of them or not. Two of them. But the one that goes in 1L is empty. What that is. My list would be 41 long. Let's see. 40. I think I can move something else. God's name am I fucking missing? Here's one I had to make by hand. What was that one? I think it was PAD menu. Is that? It's not here, is it? $41 items. All right, so I got that. Let's look at that. Underscore I direct. So this is actually going to be the official. Bye bye. All right. Underscore I is the next one. We've got size list. We've got directory list. No, we don't have. I guess I don't have language US. And I think that was empty. Or the disk is damaged. What's this directory list? That seems like I want to know that. We got this stuff in there. Sort of the license. It's just text. And then we got this def lang under the 1L, which I know I've got. But disk 5 was interesting to look at. There's a shitload more. All right. Disk 4. That's just some conglomerate blob, maybe. What does strings tell us? There's gonna be more than one there. 4 of them there. So again, we got underscore L, we got underscore L. We got all 4 of them being underscore L's. Which I don't remember whether my foremost configuration is set for L. I forgot what that was, so we're going to look. C. Yeah, I'm looking for 4C. So that is in the L, I bet you is 2F, right? Sorry, the slash 2F 5F, right? Okay, so yeah, this will work. Except for maybe the last one, and I'm only expecting about 3 things on this one, but we'll find out. And I'm gonna do the awk on my strings here. So we're looking for four files, all in the L directory. That's not too hard. So, foremost. The ones I actually get to the fucking thing. 4 files. Well, I guess we want to look at the big one. That isn't. Wait, that's got to be more than one chunk, otherwise. Amazon so. Is that the largest one? I gotta do something with my limit. What do I have to do? All right. This looks like there's only 3. Make sure. P5 LML exec. So what the hell? What the hell happened to my strings? Why would that? That's probably the exact same thing I had before. Just tell me 145. So well, it must be a bunch of WPs embedded in this stuff. This has got to be bigger than that. I'm better off just copying this shit. I think that's what I did anyway. Use that arrow key to get it. Come on. That's gotta be the damnedest thing. This file is huge and it has no WPD. because this needs to get concatenated together with other files, and you see the extension there with usgh. This is like a later part of the file. They split it up because it was too big, basically. And the reason why it wasn't extracted is because there's no magic tag in the front. ARCH WPGS. No, not right. ARCH HELP .usg. So that's where something can go wrong. It'd be nice to have again. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Now this thing is small. I mean, it is small. I mean, yeah, tiny, small, but there's nothing else below it. I don't expect it's going to get caught. It's supposed to be caught. So, and I've got the damn name of it. I think I got this thing yesterday. Right now I'm just going to call it Untitled 2. This is called 51 ML exec. Okay. WP 51 ML.exec. We got two of these, and this output's probably not very useful. I already started getting out. I could delete that. Okay, we're going for those other ones. Rawr. Right. Alrighty then. Also empty spaces with a file system. I think we got that. We got that. Yeah, we got that. Okay. Question: what the hell is this thing supposed to be? I think it's. Oh. This is archwpgs.u. Okay. Oh, why do you do that? Why? What were you left with here? That's the image, right? Okay. CHARACTR. So this is. That should have extracted. We get so much going on there. I mean, so much going on now. There we go. I gotta decide which one of these I'm going to use. Basically, I just need to examine this to see whether, and maybe it's breaking it up that way because it's got a size limit on the way it can split or something. I'll find out. So basically, if you've lost some data, this is where you get it back. Just to make sure this doesn't have. All right. Well, you had a program, you made a disk image, you've moved on, you don't have Unix anymore, you bought the program, you want to use it. There's a way, and we're going to get there, but it's long. Did I say long? Very, very long time. All right. I don't need this output. So that wasn't very effective. The files are big. It's just a matter of yeah, I've heard it before, but I want it to be labeled as such. So 4 and 5 are done. Look at 3. And now it looks to be one big thing, but we'll see. Notice it is USG. And they split those up. It's probably a split file. I bet you, okay. I think that's going to be the only file on the disk. Because there's going to be a US GF. Right. How do you know that? It's just logic. You just know these things. Alright, so it looks like this is just a one-timer. When I did this with CPIO, it probably still has some of the crap at the end. Yeah, it does. It's a one-timer. Go like that. Because we don't want file system stuff. One second. Undo. All right. So actually, that's all there really is, and because I'm going to be consistent. Now watch that sound fancy. Ooh, double play. One copy and 2 pastes, all used. Fancy. All right. 3, 4, and 5 are done. Now let's take a look at number 2. What's behind door number 2, Bob? We got a bunch of shit, but I think I did this before. And what the hell happened to that? Worry about this audit. This doesn't mean shit. You've gathered. You have not gathered sufficient confident evidence. I'm going to do strings, but are they all in the W1 directory? Is also what you need to know. And why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Oh. That's a W1, right? Okay, now we're going to do our awk. Awk! I didn't do last time because, fancy. Alright. Nope. And that one is a W1. We're just going to do a W. Wow, that came out fucking nice. That was not expected. That's what strings did for us. That was strings has been helpful. It's been effective. Right. Oh, yeah, this is disk number 2. Little details. And be consistent. We're printing it again. That was a beautiful little awk there, man. All right. We got disk number 2. Now we're gonna make sure. I look at this stuff. I think it was just one. No, there are 4 of them. And I think I even have 2 of these damn things. They're the same size. And I'm just gonna look. We'll look and see. This just has a UNVL, and this just has an LA or IA. So I don't actually need. I don't need dupes. I'm not a dupe. Let's make sure. Yeah, that looks good. That one looks good. Okay. We're looking for what? WP graph. .LA. What? IA. I love LA. Okay. So these 2, there we go. We got these 2 things. Yeah. Pretty much confirms our stuff. And it's, we've taken prudent measures here. So real question is, why was this disk not all that full? So I don't need this output, but you look at it just to see what it's gonna say. Basically 4 copies of the 2 files chopped up in different ways. WPCZ there, see? I did use the output. Okay, now we're at disk number 1. That looks like there's going to be a bunch of stuff in there. Now what we want to do, look at our strings. It's a W1 directory, right? I'll make sure they're all W1s. See, these are an exact number of space. It's searching actually for the empty space in the 0, so that's why it comes up. Alright, WPAA. WP graphs, make sure I got all these. Well, it's in the W1 directory. Let's go to the beginning again. W1, W1, W1. W1, 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 W1. And I probably should just do strings. But I need to know what. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, awk. I should awk it. Awk this, man. They're all W. Let's do it that way. And I'm in the wrong directory. So we're gonna, CD1. We're gonna use the same command. And that looks pretty good. Whoa. Whoop, 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 Now this, what was that? This is not, these aren't files, right? They use the underscores for directories, and a 1W1. 1W1 is a different directory than W1. This is a fact, and we know it's a fact because that's the way things are. What do you do? Cancel files on disk. So let's go over this again. First of all, my hex editor isn't looking for that yet. Not foremost is not looking for that yet. I got in here a bunch of text files. Oh, but I think I got that one right there. Yeah, do things a little bit differently. Now I could do a hex editor on the WPAA, which is, you know, it's got crap at the end. You know, it's got its issues, right? All right. What is it? What is it? Let's go to directory number. We're there, and we're gonna do some foremost. But first, we're gonna write. We're going to add another. Actually, you know, would it hurt? Why would I comment this stuff out? This is because if it's not there, it just won't pull it up. So I'm looking for stuff with the stuff. But I'll but yeah, it's only gonna pull it up if it finds it. So and I have to label those properly. But this is gonna be the CH1. Did I already do that? I did already do that. Let's keep that way though. Okay. So, yeah, I was looking for W1, right? So, so I've already got kind of like I had in disk 5. so how many files are fishing out of this thing? There's one in the one W1 directory. Let's just find that, get that fucker found. And that would not come up, so I'm not gonna. That's empty? Looks empty to me. I think they probably put that, they probably removed it. Okay, but I'll just, no. Bye. Alright, so now we have, yeah, see? Someone made a typo and they deleted it, and then it actually didn't, it got overwritten by other space on the file, on the floppy. Alright. Now, we're going to have to clean these ones up. Did I delete my output? Did I? What? Whoa. That's the output from CPIO. Gnarly, dude. Alright, let's do it, dude. Ha. Guess I did blow chunks, man. Alright, so let's go back to performance command. There's my output. And now these, yeah, these are all just going to be chunky wonkies. Not looking for wasted chunks. Oh, good. All together. I mean, foremost is useful in some ways and not useful in others. I'll just give us a little bit of info as to where the hell we're at with this process. We're looking for 22 files, and we have 23. That is nice. Nice, I do say. You know, oh wait. I need that for some. What is it? What is it? This thing. W1. Right. Messy. Basically, this is the only one I'm really worried about. I just got to figure out what it's called again, like I did with number 5. Number 5. What a mess! This place needs to be more tidy. All right. Okay. I'm going to look for something identifiable in the file. We're also going to clean up the end so we know what it's called, because the file system will tell us what it's called. And we have OT, okay. Oot. But it looks kind of promising. Let's see here. And that one is called infoot.wpm. Infoot.wpm. That's infoot.wpm. Call now. I already did that one. Now infoot. What is this? All right, what's next? I close the other one like a dumbass. All right, bam, and that looks awfully familiar. Yeah. Okay, so this looks like a copy of the other one. So what's the difference? This one's a little bigger. Did I miss something? WP code, WPC. What's this? Ends with an MC. That does not end with an MC. What the hell? Am I sure about the end notes on dfoot? Dfoot, end notes on. What the hell's the difference here? Oh, one's got a end notes, one's got converts. And what was this? This is end notes, which is in foot. Okay, we're going to look for that again then. Foot end. Okay. Okay. There's 22 in this disk. That would be 800. Really 800 files in this one. Well, we're gonna find out. All right. Now, actually, if they're compressed, or yeah, sometimes WordPerfect, they would compress. They like compress files in a compressed file. Then they'd have you put it back together. It's just really crazy. Okay. What's next? So it might not be that bad. Okay. There's another one Foremost has gotten for us. What the hell are we looking for here? I have to look for a K exclamation point. Differentiate this sucker. Here's the 8. Here's the G. I think we got a winner. What's this one called? Enhanced WPK. Down to 19 now. In this one. Okay. How do I know? I just know. Okay. Just I just know. Okay, SSAGE. Roop, pre-roop. Equation WPK. So whoop. All right, what's next? Bold dollars. HC sign, yeah, it's gonna be the same. And what we're looking at here, fast keys. What we'll do for a few applications. The biggest file in this floppy is WPAA, which I think needs to be concatenated with WPAB, but the installer is supposed to do all that stuff. Okay, let's try this one. Right. Let's see, strings tell me, you know, if I'm missing anything. How could you go wrong? Pop up. And put calc, okay, and let's start. And where we at? Calc.wpm. All right, so we do it 2 egg Florida. All right, let's open this thing up. And bye-bye. Yeah, I could tell these are compacted. They were looking for a WPCD. Edit a code, where we go. And that will be a what? Edit WPM. How did I guess? I didn't. I looked. Right over there on the right. Okay. We are down. We're getting down. Okay. This worked pretty good. Yeah, we got macros. We're gonna look for some macros. Macros operating system. 4 macros. Utility for this right here. And that would be reveal tx.w whatever. Okay. And reveal tx.wpm. Now if I misspell any of these, I'm in deep shit. Alright. Finish. And what are we looking for here? And little FRG, little frog we're looking for. Come on, go up there. little f r g. There's our frog. It means we're starting here. Yep. Postnet WPM in the slot. All right. This is going to be Attribut. Attribut. A new weight loss regimen called Attribut. Attribut or text. I'll take the Attribut for $100. Place WPM. Yeah, Crow consistently allows you to use their program as a trial. And then if you want to buy, you buy. And I want to try. I really, really want to try. Okay. I want to see what this 5.1 is like. And what the hell are we looking for here? We're looking for Ompre. Yep. And okay, so reveal TX. Did you already do that shit? We did. We did do that shit. So what is going on with this? Let me call this. Now I figure out what the hell the difference is. This is compression at the top. Oh, you know what it's going to be? The bigger one's going to win. And it's going to be this one here. Hmm. 1580, huh? Why the hell did that? And PR, let's look at both these. Whoa. They're different files. This one's looking for a... So one of these ain't what I think it is. And I'm going to look for XQOU over here. TX. Okay, then what the hell's going on over here? Codes. This one's got codes. I'll do macros. Macros. Maybe. Reveal code. So codes. Uh-huh. So this is reveal co. What codes? Oh, what codes I can use a dog's wishbone. Next. That choice. Whoop. Pleading. Clean up that stuff. FUA. It's gonna work. Yeah, same. Shortcut. Eight more to go on this disk. I think I probably got 9. Prints code. That's that. Codes.wpm. Now, the only way I can be fucking up is if the end actually needs some space for the compression utility. WPCEU. That's going to be macros.wp, yeah. Now, the installer expects to find these files all in these respective directories. All right. R-E-A-T-E. Yeah. That is labels.wpm. These are the small ones. All right, we got 6 more to go. That looks like that's the fucked up one. And that would make sense because it's the smallest. All right. For what? WPLRS. Yeah. WPAC. Now, it's interesting they got a wpgraph.sco here. And it may have the ability to, keep it open when we do. COMMEN. All right, that's second, yeah. WP graph. Yeah, straggling shit there. It's gonna fuck everything up. Now, is that just WP graph? Yeah. If there's another one here. No, okay. We got 4 more to go. And this is what the fuck are we doing here? Okay. Okay, let's look. That looks misaligned. That is misaligned. This one is the culprit. Means that one up there probably is. All right, let's PCT. That's not looking good either. That looks fucked up too. Well, that might not be actually. Let's see. SYP and. That's misaligned. Let's try this. This might be. All right. Calm. Yeah, okay. What the fuck is this? WP graph. And WPAA. The 8, the data, and the 3, and the EXT. Where's the other one? WXT there. Yeah, right. This is WPAA. This one's WPAA. So I'm going to look for WP graph SCO. And it may be a deleted file. And it is actually empty. AT&T and those are going to be empty too, I betcha. That's empty. And the V4, which is another system. And also, you can tell this WPA is a compressed file. I think I deleted more than I needed to there. Oh no, I need one more. I can predict what this is going to be like, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh! It's got a V4 in there. 22. You can tell what mistakes they made. Not swell, Lovey. We'll try this out because I like the blue look. Alright, so we've got 5 of these done. Let's go on here in 6. We have CPIO. We have no strings. Got 2 instances of foremost. Again, it's getting late, man. I'm probably gonna just keep doing this shit. A little bit of. Oh, wow. So I gotta put my frickin'. Yeah, come on. Foremost just been helpful, I would say. CPIO, it gave us some hope, but at the end of the day, it's not. Yeah, I should just cut it here. Alright, so I added stuff foremost. Okay, so I've got some directories. Now you gotta be a pain in the butt, do ya? Kind of dumb the way they do that. probably made this so if your X windowing didn't work, 16 disks. This is the guidance that the guy gave. Just put the stuff where it wants to go. Unpack all the disks from where I wanted it to live around the installer. I don't have to keep, yeah, see. What? It's a demo. These are not formatted for DOS, so WinImage can't open them. I have to use raw write. Is raw write weekend work? I don't know. Oh my, alright, so where the hell am I? I'm at disk number freaking 5, man. I just got this stuff out. I got little fragments here on 6. 7, did I? Yeah, well, I started listing all those. I might have got them all, might not have. Who knows? 9, nothing yet. 10, nothing yet. No, CPIO is useful to make the little directory, but. Alright, so. Part 2, man. It's going to go on for a long time.